Very cool stuff. Let's jump into this last image. Oh, baby. I love it.
This is our winner, no?
This is our winner. This is the winner of the setup. So just so everyone knows what we have some Profoto care packages which are going to the runners up, which were this shot here, I believe, and this, I believe. So
Yep.
the running shot and the eye shot. These right here, just kind of honorable mentions. We love the photographs. We still wanted to talk about them, but uh, this right here is the winner of all of it. And it's a beautifully done shot. You wanna talk about what you love so much about it, Pie?
Yeah, well, the for me, when I see this photograph, the other shots that we've talked about, like some of those shots, the degree of difficulty is very high. When I look at a photograph like this, I would say that this is on the top end in terms of like degree of difficulty. And it doesn't necessarily look it, but that's the exact kind of reason why, right? The lighting and the way that this is done is so subtle and so natural. This low key image has just the right amount of shadows, just the right amount of highlights. The balance between highlight and shadow is so spot on. The wardrobe, the styling, everything about this, and it's not necessarily like any one particular thing. It's matching all of these things up. So if you notice, like the tie, not only does the tie kind of match the same browns as the suit, but then the hat also has like a little ribbon of brown going across it that ties those colors together. They've done a great job balancing color between skin tone because the skin tone of our subject also matches those tones. The whites of the shirt are white, but not so bright that they're distracting. And the blacks have a beautiful matte finish to them, which ties kind of to this overall subtle, low key image. Posing, everything about this is just right on. And to get these things that dialed in with this subtle amount of light in the right places, that is very, very challenging. So it's beautiful. I love this photograph.
Yeah, I think they did a really, really good job walking the line between lighting and not lighting certain things. Like I was something that I was paying a lot of attention to is actually kind of what we were talking about earlier, where losing your subject into the background, like this
Yeah.
just so super subtle highlight on the back brim of the
Yeah.
hat. Just it does a brilliant job of just keeping him off of this wood background, which again, just in the colors, the tie and the background, just having so much in common. It just it's so it feels the image just feels fantastic.
Yeah. Even the hands, like if you look down to the posing, um, the we know like this is some sort of like kind of a spiritual moment, maybe like a prayer type moment, but that looks at least that's what it looks like to me, right? He's holding something of maybe significance or spiritual significance. Um, At least, well, what is it? Oh, it is the prayer. Okay, it's a story about an underground diamond trade trying to stay alive. But then you also notice that the bracelet itself has a little bit of extra light on it. So like they've kind of left that a little bit brighter to be the focus of the shot. Um, but not so much that it's distracting. Like it's just enough to bring our eyes to it to kind of tell this story. And if you look at the follow the eye line, I know it's hard to see because we only see part of the image at a time, but look at the eyes. So the nose, the mouth, and what we would visualize the eyes as pointing down to that left shoulder, or on our side, the right shoulder, which then goes down. We see the detail of the little, that little, I always forget the handkerchief thing. And then it
Tapestry.
goes right down. Yeah, it goes right down, leads us right into the hands, which brings us right to the center of the shot. And you notice that the center of the shot is placed right over the tie. So the thumbs point back up to the tie, and then the tie brings us right back up to the face. So the loop in this, so I usually refer to this as like a visual loop, and in this shot it's a beautiful loop. Like it keeps me in the image just over and over studying it. And fantastic job across the board from every side, from composition to the pre-planning, the wardrobe, to the actual lighting of it, to the photographing, and then the post-production, the dodging, the burning, and keeping everything subtle. Just really beautiful.
Yeah,
Who shot them,
there's
by the way? Did we say?
this is Ben Yu.
Ben Yu. Great job, Ben.
Very great job, Ben. Let's see what the BTS is looking like.
I love how
Is this
simple the light is.
Is
directly
this your
above the head.
BTS? This is incredible. Like, I honestly expected there to be 3 lights in here. Very
It's
well
beautiful.
done. Very well done
Light
light
directly
placement.
above the head.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
I find that most of, a lot of my favorite shots are very simple lighting setups, but just executed to a very high level of proficiency. The difficulty in this is with a single light directly above the head, Ben is, Ben is really being careful about exactly where that light is going. So the pose, notice that where the hat is placed, everything, like, you're making sure that the hat leaves just enough space where, like, the light can actually hit a little bit of the nose and the lips, but not get, the rest of, so, like, you're doing a lot of fine tuning and adjusting, and yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into this,
Yeah, absolutely. Especially too to get, that subtle light onto the background, but keep it consistent with the light falling onto the body and then, down here at the hands. Clearly there's, I would have to think there would be some dodging and burning in post, but
for sure.
it's insanely well executed.
The grain is great too, the
Oh
addition
my
of the
god.
grain, and yeah.
Absolutely.
Very nice, Ben. And I would make no changes to this photograph.
Yeah, I have nothing. I love everything about it. Great job, Ben. So, do we have any other